Quadrophenia. Doug, Rivers is set here. All in.
What? That is 6 times the pot.
Over $250,000 deep, so something big could happen here.
All in.
Oh. 10x pot.
This is my favorite player.
Today's video is going to show you all of the biggest and craziest hands that happened at the Lodge in yesterday's 200-400 game. There are some pretty exciting ones, including a 4-of-a-kind hand you don't want to miss.
She actually said, get on one knee and apologize. Right over there.
She said, I thought you were going to.
Oh, she did?
I think so.
How did you respond?
That's what I remember.
I said that, you know, I said the things I believed at the time. And since then, we don't know the answer, and I really appreciate her coming out.
Very
What else can I really say?
Very diplomatic of you.
Could have gone in a lot of different directions.
Yeah.
Like, my thinking is that if she actually did cheat, why cheat in that spot?
That
It's
kind
like
of
a 50-50.
thinking, I just don't really agree.
1,300?
Really,
That's
in
my
general.
maybe it's completely off. Like, you could find a much better spot to shoot.
1,300, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So,
I don't know.
regardless of whether or not there was cheating, she's still a pretty new player. Like I was briefly.
Like, why not cheat when you have the nuts in the river? Or you don't need to cheat when you got the nuts.
I would guess she just didn't realise
Like, why
just how.
cheat when it's a coin flip? Like, it's so weird, and it's gonna look so odd.
Unless it's like a buzzer on your leg that's like, hey, you win.
This is what I thought.
Jordy hits a king on the turn.
And she didn't realise how
I think she was
suspicious
the
it was.
underdog, actually, wasn't she?
Yeah.
47% or something like that.
But if
Like,
she,
why cheat when you're
because if she was just getting buzzed, say she
Doug's
won
gonna
the
fire
house,
out here.
47% or 97%, she would just get a signal saying you are going to win this.
Dead
pot.
to a 4.
Okay, well, that's a hypothesis.
For sure.
We don't know
yeah.
how these people cheat. Like, you know.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
When you say coin flip, I'm so scarred that I thought you were going to say coin flex. It was a coin flip. I'm like, really? We're going to do, and then it was coin flip, and I'm like, oh.
Can Doug get another bluff through? Got 3 or 4 bluffs through last night. Already won today. Jordy says nope.
Bets, 36,000.
Doug.
Call.
You win.
Doug tried to tell the story. Jordan had big slick, and Jordy will take down a $108,000 pot, the largest pot of the day so far.
Are you supposed to fly like private? Like, what is everybody talking about? Like, I don't get it.
Have any of you guys ever flown private?
I imagine we will have a chunk of people that have flown private
I was
here.
just wondering.
It's just not that sweet.
What is the amount?
1,000.
Private?
Yeah.
I'm gonna raise it.
Some news that just came out for those interested in coming to the Lodge. Jet Suite X, that super awesome. It's like an almost private plane.
Yes.
Has service Las Vegas to Austin now, and it's expensive, but it's like $300 each way. But once you add your bags and stuff to Spirit, it's
Yeah.
probably about the same. Spirit charges like $60 for a carry-on.
Wow, the Lodge Express.
Yeah, but then
You'll be here a lot more.
For sure. Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Experience.
yeah, but then I just get stacked. I mean, I'd rather have some chance to win.
British Bulldog with the pocket tens. Taras with the Cowboys. Here we go, folks.
Flying private.
Check.
Some experiences I wouldn't want to pay $310,000.
Jack 5. This is not going to help the British Bulldog get away.
Less than that.
Well, for this stack.
You could fly.
Perhaps to slow Taras down. If he's afraid of trip jacks.
Yeah, I'm going to stick to big front, which costs apparently $89.
That's how you stay rich.
Think about how many times you could fly on Spirit for one private jet trip. That's a lifetime of flying.
Essentially.
I can. My family can fly for their
2,700. A quick call from the Bulldog.
Generational Spirit Generations of Polks will be flying on that one private jet fund on Spirit Airlines.
Check.
Not how you die with 0.
No, it's not. I'll start ramping it up at some point.
Looks like British Bulldog checked. Charles has a decision here. Does he want to turn this into a 3-street hand, which is hard to do on a paired board? So he does check back, get some value on the river.
Well, let's.
Where diamonds brick.
But no, he's in town, but probably not. But maybe well.
9,000.
8 bets, 9,000.
Which Phil? Helmuth?
No, it's just Bill Perkins. Bill really loves playing here, but he's always like doing.
Bulldog leads out for 9,000.
In and out, but he's in Austin, I think, pretty good.
Get some value out of stickier, smaller pairs. And also, this kind of protects him from having to call a really large river bet. If he checked and Taras went for a lot, he may feel like he needs to call with 10s with the missed draws. So Bulldog got to set the price, and Taras dukes down a big pot.
Good on.
Going on now through May 16th. Come win a bunch of money. And then if you decide to stay, we'd love to have you. But if you're headed to Vegas this summer for the World Series of Poker, win a bunch of money here first.
Sometimes they do play that much. But not all the time. Once in a while. Once in a, once or twice a year, you know.
The Kid with $4.99 super chat for Rick's Pickleball Hat Fund. Thank you, The Kid, one of the legends of the
Awesome.
stream. Doug with a couple of Broadway cards, 3 bets to 6,400.
Doug R says Rickleball.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Good call. I'm guessing.
Thanks, Terrace.
I'm just guessing. I'm
For your
just
input on this one.
It was a random guess.
Doug hits a queen
we
here.
appreciate you. We appreciate this because you know what we each have. So
No, I have no idea what you guys have.
no.
I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing.
Oh, that's surprising.
It's just my instinct. You know?
Hi.
It slipped out.
Four. 6 bets, 4,000. Three call.
His hand's going to fire again.
13.
He is.
6 bets, 13.
13,000. Doug going nowhere with top pair and king kicker.
Pot got very, very big. For one pair versus ace high, no kicker. Hand's gonna commit to this bit and fire one more time. Probably pretty scary to keep barreling against Doug, who doesn't have much of a fold button. He gets really sticky, especially on a draw heavy board where all the draws missed.
He's going for it. 25,000. Say 25 or 35?
I think he said 35. We'll see.
Pretty unlikely. on
Dealer's
four
got
bets,
it.
I think.
It was 35,000. Huge pot brewing.
Hans picked a really good size to put max pressure on Doug.
Makes the call.
Seems like one of those right play against the wrong opponent.
But it's more fun without the straddles, believe it or not. Like, it's so much deeper, and the strategy is so much more complex.
Got my cup. The cap goes off for 1 second. This is what I was telling you before, though, Sean. Like, it gets.
Good use.
Hands with ace deuce suited.
With that. Like,
I mean, you have to try.
you can't teach an
Four
old dog
bets to
new tricks.
21,000.
I know, but it's,
Who's the old dog?
I've opened light in the cutoff 3 or 4 times today, and I've gotten 3 bets, I think, every single time. And at some point,
Back to Jordy with the Gretzky hand.
you're like, oh, this one. To be fair, this time I actually also got 4 bets.
Jordy's really just been put through the ringer today.
He
He's been in a
has.
lot of bad spots.
He has.
So there's still 2 knit buttons left.
3.
There's 3? Oh.
We have 2 people who are already safe from the knit game going at it pretty hard. They're trying to lose their knit button twice, guys. I feel like if you've already lost your knit button and you win a hand, you should get to pick who you want to make safe and take away theirs.
Ooh. A little Survivor-esque there.
Be
Or
fun.
Big Brother, whatever they call it.
You give immunity.
Yes. Like that.
Sometimes.
It's a pretty interesting flop.
Sometimes
Hands 4-betting his weak suited wheel ace. Flops a gut shot to the wheel, but then Jordy's probably feeling good about red 9s on this board too.
I did live there. Cover for a certain period of time.
11,000 is the bet from Hands. These two going at it once again.
To Austin like 2 years ago, and then before I was in San Francisco.
What part of
For a
SF?
little while.
Jordy obviously has to be concerned that Hands has all of the overpairs, aces, kings, queens,
Yeah. I was in the mission for a couple of years.
but you're flatting pre with 9s. You weren't just set mining.
I know a bunch of people who like the mission and live there.
Do you like San Fran?
I liked it when I moved there, and then during COVID,
Yeah,
it seemed like a horrible.
during COVID, it,
You basically couldn't live in like the liberal areas during COVID.
It's like especially in a if you're paying a bunch of money, if you're paying a bunch of money to like have an apartment in that liberal, it's like I want to be doing stuff in the city.
Yeah, exactly. San Francisco's really cool.
We're going to see a turn here.
Yeah.
Hands looking for an ace or a 5. Is he going to continue the story here?
But after moving, I don't miss it at all. I think I liked it when I was there, but
And the cool thing is, with any city that you like, you can always just go visit.
Yeah.
There's just pot size left in Jordy's stack there. Could hands just rip? Would hands just rip if he had aces, kings, or queens? It's probably the good question.
Hands really thinking about this.
The new stadium the Warriors play is pretty sweet. Chase Center.
I haven't been.
It's pretty sweet.
He's going to continue. Reaching for chips. Putting the pressure on Jordy.
Yeah, if he goes small and then rips river, it would really put like maximum pressure on nines. Oh, you know what? Wins is right. Thank you for pointing that out. That it seems the stack size is wrong.
Yes, yes.
That Jordy actually is 100 and change deep.
Yeah.
Way more interesting this way because now if hands bets 26K and then rips river for like 80 or 90, I don't think nines can really withstand that. The only issue is that Jordy can also have been trapping pre.
Oh my goodness. We're going to see a
Jordy's very
river.
capable of having aces and kings also.
About 120,000.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
The
Oh my
5 on the
God.
river.
It looks like the most innocuous card of all time. If you're sitting there hanging on with nines, if you're Jordy and you think, okay, hands can have ace, king, ace, queen, a lot of these that may barrel twice, but wow.
Hands doesn't look like it right now, but he is jumping down, up and down. 5 on the river. Gives him the wheel.
Yeah, in Jordy's seat, you're thinking no ace, no king, no ace, no king. You're like, if you're thinking of hanging out with nines, you're not thinking, please no black 5. But that's the one that put the nail in his coffin.
All in.
All in. Oh. Jordy's got about 90,000. They've just readjusted his stack size there. Puts the chips back down. Agonizing decision here for Jordy.
Guys, we're really close together over here. Alrighty, let's make a decision here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I know it's 12 o'clock, but it's been
Makes the call and is going to see the bad news.
Oh. Huge pot going hands way.
And this is going to be bigger than the 279 that it's showing.
He's in the range.
decent river.
Every show, do you ever just chill in the booth?
I try not to. Every show, I mean, look, 340 shows in. I try
I was
not
just
to.
checking. I mean, you sounded like you had a lot of resolve, but I was just testing you.
Thing is, you never know who's watching for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Both players with a pocket pair here. Queen might slow some things down. Jordy again on the worst of it.
35, right? 35? 35. Right, yeah. That's your stack real quick. Thank you.
Doug's going to come along. We'll see a turn. Jordy
Oh,
now.
that's so weird. Jordy has a good hand, but the second best hand? That's so strange for this stream.
Such a strange.
Usually he's so lucky. This is horrible.
Exactly. Does turn an open ender here.
I mean, the river's obviously a 9, right? I've seen enough poker in my life. Oh, wow, look at that. He gets the best hand.
There you go. Doug, Rivers is set here. Our heart's out there.
Yeah, sorry to root against you, Doug, but like Jordy really needs this. He's having a really bad day. It's going to be a decent spot for a block size bet, and he does make a fairly small bet. You want to get called by the queens and hands that you beat. And then also, you know when you get raised on the server that your set of 10s is no good. Jordy with the interesting decision of whether to just call or to put in a raise. Front door hearts get in, which kind of sucks for your hand, but...
He does have the 9 of hearts in his hand. That helps a little bit for that. But when you're losing this much, do you start seeing boogeymans behind every door?
I would probably lean toward just a call with the straight here with the front door hearts getting in. Just because if you do put in a raise, what's Doug really going to call with?
Yeah.
He's likely to even fold his set of 10s. Which is why I like this size from Doug a lot. It serves as like a small value bet that would get a queen to call.
He is raising.
And it's a good block bet. It should probably have worked.
Get for being greedy. I would have faced something probably.
Yeah, I think if Doug checked that, he would end up calling maybe a larger bet than 6K, I would think.
What a weird hand. Nines?
Ooh. Ooh. Doug calls his hand.
I don't think you have a flush. I think you have either like nines or like...
You know, Rick, I also put him on 9s.
Well, this is like the weirdest spot.
Yep, nice.
Wow, nice raise, man. Jordy got way more value than I would have gotten.
Oh boy. Thick river.
She just folded. Yeah, 10s.
What's common with guys cash raise?
Tara's still with his knit button, which
I don't
is
know.
not the usual.
I don't know.
So he made it 2,000, right? I want to play a hand.
Wanting to play a hand declared.
You just worst blank.
Check.
Deuce is still good, but a couple spades out there for hands.
Andrew tweeted that the other day, yeah. When I folded kings and he six bet, he tweeted that guy saying that. And I said, worst six bet ever.
If you jam, do you go with it?
I don't know. Probably not.
You're like 300K deep in 2-4, yeah? Or
No. Andrew was 63K at 1.
There's the spade.
5,100, 200.
okay.
With a 1.
Hand's having a heck of a day.
And for the guy to my left, he had 130K and I covered.
It's not a great situation.
It's a really not good. And he was the 5 better. So not only do I have to be ahead of Andrew's jam range, but I also have to be ahead of, or I have to realize that sometimes he's going to have aces to my left.
Or just like, fuck you. Like if he's ace suited, maybe.
He's not going to go 700.
No, okay.
700 bigs? 700 bigs. Let me figure it. 700 big blinds with ace king suited.
And then you fold.
700. Anyway. So it's about as bad a situation as you can really get for kings.
So Terrace, bad timing.
That's where really deep stack poker gets kind of dumb. Where it's just like, my range here to continue is just aces. If I ever put a chip in here, I got it, guys. Or we're chopping. Yeah. Let me put it this way. If one of us doesn't have aces, you're gambling.
Just a call here with the flush. Russ needs some help. Gets the help!
Oh my God.
A deuce on the river for the boat.
Ace 5, just shrug, smile.
What's going to happen here?
I mean, whatever's going to happen is going to take about 17 minutes.
How
But
much do you have roughly?
320.
320. So you have me covered, basically.
if Tara's bets, hands options do include raising.
I'm just making
Second nut flush. It is a paired board, but
Good to know.
depending how small Taras goes,
What's wrong with asking?
Good.
Is there anything
Oh, yeah,
wrong?
I'm sorry. I apologize. I shouldn't have said anything.
You're making fun of me.
I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sorry.
I'm in a difficult spot here.
I apologize. I was out of line.
Fatherhood really changed you.
Just give me 1 second, guys, okay?
Sure, take your time.
I need to decide what I want to do here. I'm all in.
All in.
what? That is 6 times the pot.
Can you guys not laugh?
That's a huge, yeah.
6 times the pot, Slick Rick.
Taras is asking him not to laugh at his bet sizing. And Hands is now in the blender. He's had one heck of a night. He's got the flush.
This is awesome.
How much is it?
What are you supposed to do here? What are you supposed to do here with the king high flush? I'm sad that we're in the booth. I want to watch this in real life.
Oh
I want to be at the table because I don't know what I would do with the second nut flush. Like, you have to fold, right? 6 times the pot, you have to fold.
6 times the pot. slight overbet.
But you would be looking at it like, why would anyone do this with a hand that beats me? Like, what are Taras's bluffs here? When he goes 6 times the pot, does he ever have a random 6? And he's like, I think I can get this guy to fold a flush.
Oh my goodness.
But why would you turn trips into a bluff? This is just the weirdest hand ever.
Are you? I think it's less than that. I'm counting 170, 180, 187.
Yeah, 187, 500.
Imagine if Taras is bluffing and he's just trying to get rid of his knit button.
This is what the knit game does.
Yeah.
It says no.
Paris.
Oh. Let's listen in.
I have a flush.
No comment.
You have quads. Three's full. Jack 6. So weird.
He makes this call its biggest part of the night.
I don't see how hands could. He's not gonna call this.
No,
Right?
I don't think he is.
Sorry guys, but this is an interesting situation.
You don't face 6x pot size river jams a whole lot in your poker career. It's maybe a first for hands. Would Taras ever do this with the ace of spades only? I
Ace
don't
it
think
down.
so. Yeah, good folds.
Gonna show. The
You
boat.
actually have a flush?
Yeah, he showed it.
Good fold, good fold.
Doug almost spit up on the table.
Interesting bet size there on the river.
Pocket 7s for Jordy here. Raises it
You
on
want
up.
to like invite all these GMs to comment on the game? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Magnus Carlsen or whatever. Imagine they're commenting on the game. Wouldn't that be like incredible?
Yeah, that'd be incredible.
Jordy with a pocket pair of 7s, the hockey sticks, raises to 4,000.
Ooh, but queens
oh, my
for
goodness.
hands.
Here we go, folks.
13.
Oh, Jordy, no. We're making progress.
Yeah.
The fact that any time that I can take like an even trade, that seems like so good. You know, just anytime it's like if it's like
Like anything, like even like trading like a
Jordy's going to come along.
for a bishop.
Miranda is going to give us 3.
that is getting into like neutralish.
It's still good.
Oh,
quads!
quadrophenia!
Pawns for a piece, you can just trade.
Whoa.
Like, obviously any piece
The tide has turned.
I would work for a bishop. I don't think I would.
The tide officially turn if the turn is a queen.
Oh man, that would be incredible.
Yes.
And my whole strategy is based on the long
Basically,
distance.
like, I would give up a rook
It's gonna make it
to
a sniper
kill
nest.
the bishop.
I'm not gonna like basic hang a piece or something. I'm good enough to not do that. You can obviously like put me in like
6,000 is the bet.
but I'm not gonna like hang a. I'm not gonna.
Small
be like,
C
oh,
bet
the
here
force
from
you can have,
hands
like,
makes a lot of sense on a paired board.
It's not gonna happen.
Like, even if you watch
quick
the
call.
World Championship,
Oh.
like,
Jack, so still an
Close.
overpair for hands.
Close.
believe it or not, like, which is actually surprising a little bit.
They sacrificed a bunch of exchanges this world championship.
Cat loves quads.
What's up?
They,
Going crazy.
when you do a rook for a minor piece,
Yeah.
and they've just been happening a lot this world.
Hand's going to fire again here. He's got the overpair.
Those positions are like some of the most fun, where it's like there's really serious.
Right now, the only card on the river Jordy will not want to see is a 5th-7. That would kill his action for the hand.
That would be.
I mean, I enjoy chess.
Yeah.
I have a legitimate 1K rating on chess.com with like probably 2,000 games or something.
If you guys haven't heard, Doug has a 1K rating on chess.com.
I don't play any chess.
But I only
And
play when
I
I'm,
don't know
like,
if you
in
guys
between
know,
something
but
that I'm
he
actually
hasn't lost the
serious.
knit game on
And so
stream.
I
He also recently flew on Spirit Airlines.
I play like a couple times or something.
Good software.
A lot of bubble gum.
And as you mentioned the giveaway.
Ooh.
It's also not too fond of Matt
Oh
Berkey.
my.
$25,000 bet here from hands. And does Jordy? What does Jordy do here now, Jamie?
And I'm like, no.
Flat
I mean,
call or
I'm
does he?
calling.
True. I am very bad.
I'm just calling.
There's a lot of cards that could kill his action on the river, though, depending on what
Really
hands
good, really
has.
good. Let's play, and then.
An ace,
and then,
king.
Like, you get a question. You know.
Or even,
He is
yeah,
all of it.
there's some straight cards that could come, some flush cards, like,
I don't look like I was lying at all.
and it does look like the graphics are still a little bit off. It looks like he has a little more than 65,000 there.
Yes, he
Like,
does.
oh, I'm like okay.
Maybe about
I can do it.
100, maybe a
I
little
will never
less.
say that. If I'm good, I'm gonna tell you I'm good. But if I'm bad, I'm not gonna posture either. I'll tell you I'm bad.
Yeah, it's close to 100.
That makes sense, but it would be really funny though. Like, it's like, yeah, I'm really good at chess, and then you play against 1800.
All in. He
Rips
pushes
it.
it.
Let's just focus on the hand.
How much?
Really tough spot for hands here. There's so many potential bluffs out there that he could be ahead of.
Yeah, I'm taking back my
115.5.
initial position of call. Jamming when the board's this wet is pretty cool. Hands can just put you on clubs or hearts, straight draws, and find a way to call you.
It's actually 115,000 was in his stack. Miranda counted it out.
Oof, that's a bit more.
Looking
Just
at
missing a 50 ball in there.
looking at a 200K plus pot, if hands does decide to make the big call.
It might actually be 900.
I call.
Makes the call.
Wow, drawn dead.
Drawing dead. And Jordy's night just got a heck of a lot better.
I mean, you can just do it.
He was stuck about $250,000 at one point, wasn't he?
He was over.
Now he's looking at a
240.
200K pot.
Not gonna feel too bad after that river straight. If you had jacks,
Oh.
it would be brutal.
Well, full turnaround.
115,900.
115,500 was the all-in bet, and then you've got all the money in the middle. That's 230 plus
The
another
other struck people some hope.
60 or so.
Call.
How much?
$1,000.
So you said 4,000.
To a commentary roast battle from the chat. I will not partake in that. Jamie is too good at that.
Yeah.
We would have no chance. Me and
Oh,
Slick would
man.
just be crying the whole time.
Yeah, but that's what they want to see. Chat like loves it.
Chips for Doug here, loving life. Big Slick.
Open-ended for British Bulldog, too. Ace on the turn would be quite the card.
Just so you know, we're not playing the 7-deuce game, but Taras is going to fire.
This is the dream spot for Doug right now, as Ace-King is very under-repped. Got Terrace coming in, guns blazing, and they're over $250,000 deep, so something big could happen here.
And we're not playing the 7-deuce game, right?
No.
Did I miss that?
We're not.
Okay. I was gonna say, when someone does this with 7-deuce, they're not planning to just shut down. There's usually a second part to this plan.
Some psychological warfare that they're scheming up.
Yeah, and he actually got the queen 10 to fold, right?
Yeah,
If
so-
I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, British Bulldog had the queen 10, got chased out by the 7-deuce, and now Doug's at the check mark.
So that play could end up making Doug a lot of money, because he could have definitely lost a big one versus the queen 10 if he doesn't
sure.
boat up on the river.
Sure would have.
Do we see another 6x pot jam from Terrace here? He's got about the stack size to do it.
I mean, Doug would have to fold ace king.
That would be the
Would
best
work.
clip of all time.
It really would.
Reaching for a bunch of chips.
If I lose this.
33,000. Quick
Good
call.
one.
Doug's going to win a $116,000 pot.
Respect.
Nice hand.
Respect.
Ace King suited here for hands.
I originally was like, huh, what is 8?
And pocket queens for Terrace.
Oh, my
Buckle up.
goodness.
They're $250,000 deep. This could
I
get
read the
huge.
round. I did think he meant alcohol, but
The ladies for Terrace.
And he just goes with the smooth call. So somehow with Ace King versus Pocket Queens, only 5,500 in the middle headed to the flop. And
Oh,
it's a
there's
queen.
the lady.
Wow.
Flop boat for Terrace.
And that is a very disguised flopped boat right there.
Oh
Oh, and
my
the
goodness.
ace.
Wow.
we started another round of eights.
And he checks again. Hands is putting money in this pot.
35.
I believe he said 50, he said 35, I believe.
You know what I respect about that 110K bluff? You've not really been in many big spots at all today.
Here comes the
Like
raise.
you haven't even had a chance to bet very big.
Makes it
So you
12,000.
just wait like 7 hours, and you're like, finally, here we go. A chance to two-handed fist bump bet 110K into the pot on air and get snapped off. Just like immediately
My
snapped.
opponent probably has a flush, so obviously I should bet 1.5 times the pot.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I just feel like I've not seen.
There's
you
the call
play, like,
from
you haven't had
hands.
spots like that big or anything.
Yeah.
So like, your one big bet was just like.
3 of diamonds. Let's
make
see
a
what
move.
happens
I
here.
respect that.
Could we see another massive overbet here?
There's something psychological too about when like,
I'm
playing
feeling
lots of
it,
pots everywhere.
Patches.
Yeah,
I'm
bluff
feeling
gets
like
in there, whatever,
50K.
You're playing lots of pots, but so
Get
just,
some
like,
plaques in there.
I'm gonna wait for the right time.
Yeah, why not?
Like,
More aerodynamic.
time for the big show. Oh my lord.
$50K Tarish. Just make it look like missed hearts.
All in.
All in.
Oh. 10x pot.
This is my favorite player.
I'm gonna just.
Yeah, excuse yourself, Doug.
What a brutal spot for hands right now.
Shoves for $235,000.
If hands calls, this would be the biggest pot in the history of the lodge.
Hands is just ticked off right now because he's like, I could just have aces. Why is it ace king? It's 10 times the pot. You just have to be right all the time.
And remember, Terrace just called pre-flop.
Yep.
It's not a 3-bet pot.
And just called.
The flop checked through.
Yeah, the flop
Yeah,
checked
the
through.
turn. But if he just calls pre, he has random sixes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just-
Hands probably isn't even considering pocket queens, really. He's probably more worried about quads or ace-6, would be my guess.
Yep. Or he's like a river 3. It's like, is this seriously happening again? Like,
What a 6-6 spot.
Lays it down.
And he doesn't.
if
Terrace
he
does not
watches the
show.
stream back, do you remember the first one when it was six times the pot and Hand said, hey, I would have called 80K.
Yes.
So let's say he banks that 80K. What do you think he would have called here? Hands is just saving
The good
so much
news, though,
money.
is hands, you're-
Raise it up.
Jordy Alexander and the rest, Juan in town. So it's a great, great lineup.
1, 2, 4, 8. And he raised the 2K.
Yeah.
Pocket tens for the
Oh.
British Bulldog.
Is the 8 back on? Sounds like it is, that we were straddling 800 too.
I'm gonna check it.
Good check.
Has the 8 been mandatory? Or have they been switching it on and off?
It's been on and off.
Okay.
There's a set for the British Bulldog and a heart draw for Dan.
18.
They're not particularly deep either compared to the rest of the table. This could, I could see them getting a pretty big pot here for what their stack size is. Dan does elect to go for the raise here. Music to British Bulldog's ears. This would probably be a reasonable spot to re-raise too, with how many draws are out there.
I'm not sure yet.
But he does go for the call and a nice blank on the turn.
Ooh, gut shot for Dan now.
I have to go get a new driver's license in Vancouver.
You have to get a new driver's license?
I lost my purse 2 weeks ago.
Oh, it sucks. They can't just like send you one, or?
Curious to see what size Dan will go, and he goes just under pot.
In the past, like when I lost my license.
14,000 into 17,000.
I think.
Yeah.
Maybe that's in the US though.
Yeah, I don't know how it works in Toronto or whatever.
It's really annoying you have to go there to get.
Well, my friend's having a baby shower.
Oh, okay. Okay. 2 birds.
How old is your kid now?
3 months.
You have kids?
Yeah, 2. 6-year-old and 1-year-old.
Oh, nice. Congrats, man.
Thank you.
You're on Team Dad as well.
Yes.
Boy, girl?
2 boys. What about you?
My wife's pregnant. First kid.
That's exciting.
Karis just had a kid too. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks after.
Yeah, after you, yeah.
Nice.
He's like 2.5 months old.
Your
He
first?
said.
Yeah, first kid.
He said he's just always been a really big Helmuth fan, so he named him Phil.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that sums it up.
Raise from Alex.
So Helmuth fan, like, #1 fan. It's spelled differently though.
34,000. Dan with a little combo draw here.
Yeah, not a very big raise.
Very curious to see what Dan will do in this spot.
Boy, girl?
Boy, his name's Otis.
What's
Yeah,
his
it's a
latest
weird spot.
trick?
Obviously,
Does he
you know that your
turn around?
6
He
is
can
going
pull
to be
over.
live, but if you're ever getting it in versus a better heart draw, you're toast.
Sleeps all at night. Yep, sleeps right at night.
That's good.
He's this close to giggling.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he was like, he's like a pre-giggle
I
noise.
was like, he's getting a good
like,
price
"Come on."
if he feels like peeling, but if you don't know your outs are live, that's dangerous.
And if he wanted to go all in, he has almost no fold equity.
They smile pretty.
Yeah. So he does call. That
Likes to call.
I wonder if the Nick game is influencing his decisions too.
Every morning when we wake him
Maybe.
up, he like.
There's the heart, but it is a
Whoa. Oh,
board
no.
pairing heart.
The light, and then.
I think we know how this one's gonna go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he sleeps better than we do. he just goes to bed at 10 and just gets up at like. We usually wake him up at like 9 or something, 8 or 9, whatever. I woke him up this morning because we were gonna get like morning coffee because I was gonna be gone all day, and he was like, and then he was like a big stretch.
So if you're Dan, do you just push all in here, or do you just wait to check call?
Smiles, and then he just like looks content. It's the same every single day. It's the same.
Like half pot.
No, that happens a little later.
I guess you check, never fold.
He checks.
Yeah, I can't see him ever getting away from this.
Nah.
If he wants to. Either way, whatever he wants to do.
Hold in.
All in.
It's like 50, yeah.
Showing about 41,000. Let's see.
Call.
Makes the call. Bulldog is going to double up through Dan.
If you guys liked high stakes poker action at the Lodge, we have a stream going right now over on Poker at the Lodge. I'll put a link in the description below. I'll see you over there.